Maheshwara Bhairava Shri Shambhava Mahadeva Maheshwara Bhairava Maharatri Maharatri Maharatri. Someone just asking me just now, Sadhguru, I came to your inner engineering program. It was so logically perfect. But today what happened to you? What is all this Shiva about? Well, logic, human logic is on many different levels. The most rudimentary form of logic says A can only be A, B can only be B, A cannot be B, B cannot be A. But if you pay attention to life, this life and the larger life, you will see that you will have to evolve your logic. As creatures needed to evolve, human logic needs to evolve. To go back to the fundamental or rudimentary logic of A is A, B is B, A cannot be B and B cannot be A. Well, as we sit here today, we didn't drop from the sky. I hope all of you were normal birth for your mothers. Hello? So because a man and woman came together, here we are. Now that you sit here, either as a man or a woman, does not mean that you are just made of your father or your mother. Both of them exist within you. So, you are AB. The simple rudimentary logic doesn't work with the life that we are. If we want to go beyond the limitations of our physical existence, then your logic has to evolve even further. In the sense, when we say Shiva, Shiva means that which is not, that which is physical in nature. All that we experience through our five senses of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting and touching is essentially physical in nature. What is physical is what we call as existence or creation. But what is physical is very, very limited or literally minuscule in this existence. Today scientists are saying over 99.9% of an atom is empty space, that which is not Shiva. Over 99% of the very cosmos is nothingness or emptiness. If you look up in the sky, you see a few specks which we call as stars and galaxies, but the large part of cosmos is sheer emptiness. This dimension, which holds the existence in its lap, today they are trying to find an appropriate term, so they're calling it dark energy, dark mass, things like that, but essentially non-physical in nature, that means that which is not. So that which does not exist physically as we know existence, but which is the very basis of existence, we call this Shiva. The limitless nothingness is referred to as Shiva. But a yogi, the Adi yogi, the only yogi, the rest of the yogis are just sidekicks. We refer to him also as Shiva because he perceived that which is not. All your perception of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting and touching through the five senses, you can only perceive that which is. You cannot perceive that which is not. When he perceived that which is not, or he perceived that which we refer to as Shiva, because after all, a human being is what we have perceived. So we called him also Shiva. Well, I think at least over 40% of the people in this crowd or everywhere in the country are named after Shiva. Because you might not have perceived, but within you also, every single atom in this body is over 99% Shiva. So, you are an unrealized Shiva, so we called you Shiva anyway, hoping that one day you will get it. Now you can call your dog also Shiva, because he is also made of the same stuff. In fact, I have a dog who's called Kala. Very fierce, this high. No, he's only this much. Now, you can call a dog also Kala because he's also made of the same stuff, maybe right now not capable of realizing, but it is possible for you to realize that he is also made of the same stuff. So, the ultimate, limitless, boundless basis of existence, we call it Shiva. The Adi yogi, we refer to him as Shiva. And we call every one of you Shiva. You can name your dog Shiva, cat Shiva, whatever. Or you can look at a tree and say Shiva, you can look at a rock and say Shiva, you can look at the mountain and say Shiva, you can look at the empty sky and say Shiva, because that which is not is the maximum presence in everything in this existence.